Hola clase, me llamo Cheryl, la tutora en el Learning Center. I'm Cheryl, the tutor in the Learning Center for Spanish. Today we're going to talk about conjugating verbs. The first verb we're going to work with is the verb tener. T-E-N-E-R. Does anyone here know what that verb means in English? Very good, muy bien. It means to have. Tener, to have. And when we start to conjugate, we have to remember that we have subject pronouns. Yo, meaning I, talking about myself. Tu, which is the informal you. El, ella, which means he or she or him or her. And usted, which is you in the formal pronunciation. We have also nosotros, which talks about we. And then we have lastly ellos, ellas, which means the plural, he or she, they, male and female, ellos, male, female, ellas. And we also have ustedes. We use ustedes to say you all. It's like the y'all version, the southern version of you all. So beginning with yo, and we need to remember that in the first person, yo, I am, or I have in this case, that tener is irregular. So it is yo tengo. And then tu, don't forget your accent. Tu is tienes. Tienes. And él, ella, and usted also would be tiene. And nosotros, we, would be tenemos. And then ellos, ellas, y también ustedes, would be tienen. Does everyone understand that? So when we work with tener, in order to conjugate, what you're going to do is drop the last two letters of that verb, the E and the R. Tengo, in this case, because the yo form is irregular, instead of adding just an O, we're going to add G-O. Tienes, we're going to drop the ER and we're going to add ES. Tiene, él tiene, ella tiene, usted tiene. We're going to drop the ER and we're just going to leave an E at the end. Tenemos, well, it's a normal conjugation in this case. It's just T-E-N and then emos, E-M-O-S. Ellas, ustedes tienen. We're going to drop the ER and add EN. Being an irregular verb, there's one other change in addition to the difference in the yo form. And that change is the fact that the first E in tener, this E right here, changes from E to IE. So you'll notice in the tu, tienes, we also drop that E and we added IE. Tiene, we drop the first E and we add IE. Tenemos remains the same because it forms a regular spelling in tener. However, when you get to ellos, ellas, and ustedes, here again, we drop the E and we add the IE. So we have yo tengo, tú tienes, él, ella, usted tiene, nosotros tenemos, ellos, ellas, ustedes tienen. Okay, let's try a sentence in Spanish using tener. One way we will remember all the time is how to say how old we are. The question would be, ¿cuántos años tiene? No? Okay, does anyone know how to answer that question? How old are you? ¿Cuántos años tiene? Sí, señora. Sí, yo tengo, T-E-N-G-O, yo tengo 23 years, 23 años. Yo tengo 23 años. Let's try something else. Let's say that we're hungry. Now that expression uses tener. And you'll learn a set of expressions that go right down the line with tener. So if I want to say I'm hungry, I say tengo hambre. So it'll be yo tengo hambre. I'm hungry. Yo tengo sed. I'm thirsty. Sed is to have thirst. Let's see, let's try something. Does anyone know what sueño is? Sueño? Sí, to be sleepy. Okay, so you also use tener in that expression. Tengo sueño. I am sleepy. So it's be tengo or yo tengo. Yo tengo sueño. Yo tengo sueño. Any questions? We're going to learn a series of these expressions that go with tener. And now we have learned how to conjugate tener and how to be able to say, I'm sleepy, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and there are some others that are listed in your book that we will actually study. So you'll know those little short phrases and you'll actually be able to write a full sentence. Thank you very much for your time. Take care.